Let's have a look at data ingestion and output in base Python. So let's start out with output to the screen that is accomplished with the print function. We've used that quite a bit already. The lab will go over some more of the functionality. What this allows your program to do is give feedback to you. We covered some of that in the debugging part of the course, and also to simply give you the result. You should really put some time into exploring the various capabilities. It's a very powerful function that can efficiently convey information to you. Let's go over some examples. Here's a basic print program. First, we print hello world. It shows up as hello world. It doesn't just print strings, right? We can also say print. There's a string here, then there's a comma, and then we have a list of values. And so it prints the two, and then it concatenates the input that we are giving it here as 23, 2, and A. We can also add some special formatting. For instance, the new line, we can add line breaks into our string, or tabulators, which is extra space. So the output here is 3. So we are in this example, we have a new line, and then we have the \n to line break the string, and then a tab and a tab, and another line break and another tab. So you can see that the tabulator, the \t, indents the text by some white space. And here in the fourth example, we are doing some number formatting. There are different possibilities to do that. This is one way that I'm showing here. We print the 4 and we say the next value is a float, leave a space, and then we have the %.3f, a special string in here, and an integer %d. And then we tell the print function that with the % that our list of values that are to be formatted in here are coming. 3.1415 is going in here, and it's coming out as 3.142. So it is a rounded version of the value that is rounded to 3 significant digits that is indicated by the 3 here. And then the decimal value 44 is being printed here. So base Python comes with tools to read text and binary files. We first want to open the file so that Python has access to them in either read, write, or append mode. And then we can read the full file with the function read, or we can lines of the file using the function read lines. This provides some basic functionality. It still requires a bit of work to get the various files properly read to ensure that what is stored in the lines is ending up in the correct variable. Here we're printing example 1. So the first example is to open a file in read mode. Here we're just saying start. We are opening some file name that is defined up here, ioprint.txt. We open it in read mode, and we just print the entire thing that is in there, and then we close it and we're done. Okay, so we're printing example 1, we're printing start and end here, and then we're printing everything that's in there, and this should look pretty familiar. This was the output that we just looked at in the previous slide. My file is open here with the open function. This is a pointer to the file. We just say read the thing and then print it right away, and that's what comes out here. Second example, we print 2 lines of the file. So again, print example 2, start and end. We are opening the file, again, in read mode, and we read and print a line, and we do that twice. So my file read line, read the line, and then hand it over to the print function. We do that twice, we close the file, and we're done. So now we're seeing here, hello world is the first line, and then there is an extra empty line here, which comes from calling the print function. Print ends its own lines with a \n, and the line hello world already has a line break in it, so that's why there are 2. And the second line is 23 to A. Okay, and then we're done. And the third example is let's print each line in a loop. So the Pythonic way to do this is we are saying with open the file name in read mode as my file. So instead of just saying my file open, we are using this with, and it allows us to not have to call the my file close at the end, so closing the file pointer, which isn't that much of a problem if it is in read mode, but if you open files in write mode, the operating system allows only one user to write to a file at a time. So if you have a long-running program, say hours or days, and you keep the file open in write mode, nobody else can write to that file. With allows us to access the file, to do a thing with it, and then when this construct is done, when everything's printed, Python closes it automatically for you. So here's example 3. We start, we end, and now you can see that it prints everything for L in my file. So it reads each line with this for loop, and then it prints the line. But we are saying now we're giving print the optional parameter to end with nothing. So do not end your own line break. And so we avoid the issue that we had in example number 2. For output, we can use the same function as input. We can use open in write mode or in append mode. The functionality is pretty basic again. It requires a little bit of work to get it right. So here's an example. Let's just open iowrite.text. We open it now with in write mode, so with W here, and we write the first text \n and we close it. Then we open the file in write mode again and overwrite it. What happens is if you open a file in write mode, you write something in it, you close it, and then you open it again in write mode, you're overwriting what everything's in there. So all you see in the iowrite.text file is second text, not first text. That got overwritten. If you want to add something to a file, you have to open it in append mode to append text. You do that by calling open with the name that you want to give it and the letter A, and then it writes appended text. And this is the entire context now of the file iowrite.text.